everybody, welcome to or back to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time here, you are entirely welcome, and if it is not your first time, welcome back, lovies. I hope that everybody is doing well, and I'm pretty sure that all the people who've been requesting that I do this video are really happy right now. I'm sure you guys feel like, finally she decided to do it. But yes, this is going to be a review of some of the books that I have read. I decided I'm not gonna do everything in one video. That would be ridiculous. So I'll just tell you guys about 3 of the books I've read, maybe. Yeah, in each and every single video that I decide to review books on. Basically, yeah, that's what I mean. Yes, if you have not become part of the family and if you have not yet subscribed, please be sure to hit that button. As well as the notification bell right over there so that you get notified every time I post. Please, thank you. We can get straight into the video. So for the first book that I will be discussing with you guys, which is Phamotse. There's a reason that this book is first. There is a reason that this book is first. And for all of you guys who know me, man, first of all, this is a signed copy. I'm so sorry, but yeah, this is a signed copy. So I actually got to meet the author of this brilliant book, and that was one of the most incredible events that have ever occurred in my life. But yeah, I met Phamotse, and honestly guys, I feel like, please read this book. Please read this book, and if you have read this book, please tell me your thoughts. Like, share your thoughts with me. Tell me what you guys thought of it and stuff. But honestly, the reason why I was so shocked when I got to meet this person was because the things that they experienced in their life. Like, so many people succumb to the pain of the things that they experienced in the past, and honestly, she glows. She is just looking forward to each and every single day in her life. She's so, man, she's doing good. Like, she's honestly just doing so well, and honestly, I just feel like it's so brave of her to share her story with so many people. I was really shocked that it was a true story, but yeah, it's very encouraging, honestly, especially how she was able to get out of all those situations and be able to stand tall and still share her story with young people all around, young and old, actually. Yeah, it's really brilliant. But yeah, basically, let me get into the story. Goodness. Basically, this book is about a girl who was in matric. I think she was in matric at the time. She went away for winter summer camp. I'm not telling you everything because I don't want to ruin the story for you, so let me just try to summarize. So yeah, she went to winter summer camp, went to a club with a guy she trusted, thought was her friend, and yeah, the guy was looking for her for a while. After she disappeared, went to the bathroom, couldn't find her anywhere, and then after about a few hours, 3 hours I think, he found out that she was raped when she was missing the entire time. And then she went back home, didn't want anything to do with men. Yeah, she just felt very filthy, very dirty and stuff. And then each and every single thing afterwards is just terrible. Like, all the things that happened in her life were just horrible. Like, some of them were just, they seemed like they were good, but even there was always a catch. Do you understand? There was always a catch. So yeah, felt like she finally accomplished her dream. Catch. Felt like she finally got a break. Oh goodness, okay, now I can breathe. Catch. You understand? So honestly, like, the terrible things that just happened in this book, wow, it's really, I find it so brave of her, so courageous of her to share stories about the things that happened in her life, because it's very uplifting to certain women, ladies, men as well, you understand? I'm sure there are some men who are actually touched by the story, because it doesn't only happen to only men or only to women. It happens to both genders. People are raped each and every single day, and honestly, the fact that she came forward with this and she just spoke her truth, and she was saying that she wasn't even scared to mention that some of the people who did this were people in really high places. I salute, honestly. But yeah, she literally didn't say, like, she doesn't care what happens to her. She just wants to help people, and if it takes her losing her own life, then so be it. And honestly, that is an icon for me. But yeah, it's a really great book. You guys should really get yourselves a copy. You're not gonna be able to put it down, honestly. I literally finished reading this book in a day. In a day. Yeah. Was it 3 days? No, it was a day. It was in a day. I remember it was in a day. That's when my aunt told her about me, and she was like, "What? Really? She finished in a day?" And I was actually, because you probably get the back of her mind, she called me to see if I really read the book. But yeah, she just asked me my points of views on the matters and stuff. She didn't even look down on me. Like, honestly, she's one of the most humble people I've ever come across. Even told me, you know what, if ever there's anything you need, if ever you feel like you've lost your direction in your career path or something, be sure to holler. Like, tell me, talk to me about it. I'll try my best to help you wherever I can, but don't give up on your dreams, basically. Yeah, it's a really great book. You guys should really get yourselves a copy. And then the next book is Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. It looks like this. It's a very old copy, but it looks like this. So basically, this book is, yo, goodness. When I think about Redeeming Love, honestly, I think about God's love for me. You know, I don't know how many books actually make you feel compelled to say things like that, but honestly, I think about God's love for me. It's so patient. Like, God never turns his back on you, no matter how many times you've wronged him and stuff. And in this book, it's just the same thing for me. And honestly, it's just the lady being able to, how can I put it, to redeem her true self at the end of the book. To be able to understand that, you know what, the things that I've faced in my life, they don't really determine who I am. They don't determine where I'm going. Maybe they have shaped me towards the better version of myself that I'm actually meant to be for in the future or whatever, you understand? But yeah, honestly, I love those books so much. Basically about a girl or a young lady who was rejected by her dad, and then her mom, honestly, I feel like she also wasn't able to give her child the love that she needed to give her, because half the time she was obsessing over the fact that this man doesn't really want to be with her, you understand? He's basically just doing her a favor because he wants her, but he doesn't want her. He had a family. He was set, you understand? Like, he's okay. He doesn't need this lady. He's literally just with her for the fun of it, if you can put it that way. Then he ended up walking away from their lives, or they ended up walking away from that life that involved him. And then the mother became a prostitute, and then she passed away, and the child was literally left alone, left with her good friend. And yeah, the guy thought he was doing a good thing, took her to a family, thought it was like an adoption agency or whatever, but it wasn't. Ended up being with a really terrible man. That guy, he got her involved in prostitution from a very young age, and she grew up with that. It even became a norm later on in the future, because that was literally the only thing she knew. So she thought, you know what, this is what I amount to, this is all I'm good enough for. Let me not try to do things that are above this thing, because it's literally what and who I am, so I'm gonna stick to this. So yeah, that happened. And then one day God showed Michael Hosea that, hey, that's your wife, kiddo. And Michael is like, oh, she's really beautiful. And he didn't really know she was in that profession, but even after he knew, kept making opportunities to be able to go and spend time with her there. She always felt like, dude, why are you wasting your time? You could literally have been having a good time. You're paying for this time that you have with me. Why are you not using it to your advantage? You understand? But eventually she got out of that life of prostitution, married Michael Hosea, even though it wasn't willingly and stuff, but she just kept going back and forth, you know. I feel like she was just really caught in between the denial. She felt like that rejection was all that she amounted up to, that she could amount to. Yeah. So she just decided, you know what, I'm not good enough for you. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what it is that you see in me. All I am is a prostitute. What could it possibly be? What else could possibly make you want you to make me your wife? I don't get it. I'm nothing. I'm illiterate. I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. What do you want from me? you understand? But yeah, as Michael got to know her, because he trusted God, you know, God wouldn't give me a person who's useless, God wouldn't give me a person who's not divine, God wouldn't give me a person who is not exquisite, you understand? So he took time to know her. He was patient with her. Every single time she ran away, he would literally go back and find her wherever she was. And oh my goodness, it's an incredible book. And at the end of the day, she realizes her worth. And yeah, it's a very brilliant book. I'm sorry, did I ruin it for you? The next book I'm going to talk about is City of Saints and Thieves. I'm trying to remember the title because I don't have the copy now. I got it from the library, but I obviously had to return it. City of Saints and Thieves is basically a book about a girl who became a thief at a very young age. That's how she survived. And yeah, her mother was murdered. Her mother was murdered, so she decided to take revenge on the person she thought did it. So their mom used to, their mom, she had like a little sister, her name was Kiki, I think. So her sister went to like a boarding school, and then she was just on the streets with guys and stuff, robbing people. That's how she made a living. So she felt like that guy, Kiki's father was the person who murdered their mother. So she decided to take revenge on him and stuff. But really, as she was working towards this revenge thing, as she was planning and stuff, eventually she realized this is the wrong person. I'm chasing after the wrong person. And yeah, I don't want to ruin the book for you, but honestly, it's crazy. Like most of the things as they occur in the book, you just feel like I would never have possibly imagined. I could never possibly imagine that would be how this person would decide to change the plot. You understand? But yeah, it's actually really interesting. Please do get yourself a copy. Like get your hands on that copy. It's really interesting. If you guys are not keen on spending money on books, or you can't afford them, yeah, I'll put the link to a site that actually has free books. You can get a lot of free books from there. I think any book you want. I think any book you want, you can get from that place. It's even better if you have a subscription. You can take more books, download more books and stuff. So I'll just like put the link in the description box down below so that you guys can get reading and make yourselves happy. So yeah, that is all that I have to say about these books. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope I was able to plug you guys. If there are any other things that you would like me to film about, please be sure to let me know, and I will surely do that. But for me, this is the end of it, and I love you lots. Bye.